Hola and welcome to Vida Consciente, the bilingual podcast where we explore mindful living and conscious lifestyles to heal and transform from the inside out in both English and Spanish. I am your host, Alejandra Aguilera, and I want to thank you again for being part of this community. I hope you enjoy today's episode. Hi there, welcome to another episode of Vida Consciente. This episode is brought to you by Mind Body Power, your trust service for holistic physical therapy and health coaching. Focus on your emotional and physical health and well-being. On Mind Body Power, we understand that true healing involves both the body and the mind. That's why we offer a comprehensive approach to help you reach your full potential. From personalized therapies for pain management to mindfulness techniques and health coaching, we are here to support you on the way of your journey to holistic well-being. Are you ready to transform your life? Check out your Instagram at MindBodyPower3. MindBodyPower3. You're going to find different videos and more information about the different services we offer. And don't wait until scheduling your first consultation. Discover how we can help you to live a healthier and more fulfilled life. Are you ready to transform your life? Go to MindBodyPower3 and we'll see you there. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy today's episode. Hola, hola, and welcome to another episode of your bilingual podcast, Vida Consciente. My name is Alejandra Aguilera, and I want to thank you one more time for being part of this community. Like I always say, the goal is that we can grow together, we can learn together, and start healing and transforming from the inside out. So we can wake up and live the life that we deserve, finding our true identity. So, today episode I'm going to be talking about the power of the meditation and what are the misconceptions of this amazing practice. Because last week, and thanks to all of you, I created a poll on Instagram giving you different options and what we would like to listen on the next episode. So, all of you voted for meditation, and thank you so much for participating. So, I prepared this. I hope you enjoyed it, but I'm going to be sharing not only my personal experience with meditation, but also, like I say, the misconceptions, why it is so hard sometimes, especially for the beginners. And at the end, I'm going to be talking what are the difference between mindfulness and meditation, because I know you have heard about these two amazing practice, but mindfulness and meditations are two different things. They can be like they have something similar to, but they are also completely different. So stay until the end because I'm going to share a little bit about this different and how you can start putting this into practice. I'm wearing my top Costa Rica Pura Vida because when I went to Costa Rica, beautiful country, and if you haven't been there, I'm not promoting anything, but if you haven't been in Costa Rica, you definitely need to add this into your list. It's a beautiful country, and you will enjoy meditating. I mean, even if you like yoga, you can go and practice yoga there and connect with nature. So I enjoyed that trip, and then it really helped me to recharge a lot of my energy. So that's why I wanted to wear it when I'm talking about this topic. So before I start giving you a little bit of talking about the misconceptions, my experience with meditation. I started meditating about 5 years ago. And to be honest with you, it was not easy at the beginning. I got frustrated a couple times because I also have the wrong idea that maybe a lot of you have is my mind need to be empty, blank, and I need to like my mind need to get quiet. And that was not the case. When I was trying to meditate, crossing my legs, closing my eyes, and breathing, my mind was like at the Niagara's Fall. All the thoughts coming like diggy, 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 a lot of thoughts. And sometimes I was like listening. I was living in an apartment by that time, listening to the neighbor walking and listening to the cars outside. I was like, seriously, like this is too much. I cannot meditate with all this noise. But that is the goal of the meditation once you learn. And something that I want to put out there is as any practice, something that you learn for the first time, it requires consistency, meaning that when you initiate into meditation, into the practice of getting to know more about meditate, my recommendation is you need to try and you need to do at least every day for a couple of weeks because that's how you're going to get used to this. That's how you're going to strengthen your mind. And then as you get more experience, and you can do it as you need it. But I'm continue doing it even after 5 years, I meditate as a my routine every morning before going to work and before going to bed. So, like I say, it was hard for me because I trying to do this on my own. I didn't know nothing about meditation. For me, it was just sit down, cross my legs, close your eyes, and just be quiet. And that was not happening. So I start using more a guided meditation, so that helped me to understand better how to initiate into this. I use videos on YouTube. Also, I took some classes, which you can do. It's a good way to also initiate. And then from there, I move more onto my own, focusing on my breath. The breath is so powerful, and when we focus on our breath, is a way that helps us to anchor into the present moment. And that is the main goal of the meditation, is strengthening our mind and be able to see your thoughts, to see them coming to your mind, to you when you even like trying to get in quiet mode, but not attached to your thoughts. You just see them pass through. You just, like I say, yes, I see you. I know what you're saying, but I'm coming to my present moment by just focusing my attention in something specific. And that something specific can be, like I say, for me, I was using my breath, but it can be also a specific body part. You can focus on the movement of your chest, the movement of your abdominal area, on a specific mantra. So every time that your mind go away and start getting distracted, you bring your attention back to that point, that thing that is going to anchor you again into the right here and the right now, into the present moment. And that's the ultimate goal of the meditation, to strengthen your mind, to strengthen the muscles of your brain, not to get rid of the thoughts. Don't even attach the thought, or don't think like you are your thoughts, but see them pass through. And as you can continue getting this in a stronger way, your thoughts are gonna come in less number. It's not gonna be like I said, like a Niagara Fall. It's gonna be more like a little creek, a little river. So one of the misconceptions, and I have that here, write it down, because I don't want to miss anything. And this happens a lot, and this is what we hear a lot of people when they trying to initiate into this, and then they quit or they stop doing it because these ideas of what is this practice. And I just want to also, before I start talking about the misconceptions, is to share really quick with you that this practice have definitely changed the way that I perceive, the way that I connect with my emotions, the way that I listen to my inner voice, and how I control even my responses into any situations. Because when you do the meditation, when you connect with yourself, when you allow yourself to listen to your body, to listen to your emotions, to don't see you in a judgmental way, is going to help you to respond instead of being reacting all the time to any conflict or any difficult situation. But mostly, it's going to help you to improve that deep connection, mind, body, and soul. So, whenever I feel overwhelming, whenever I feel tired emotionally, physical tired, I just take a couple minutes just to see and to listen to how I'm feeling at that moment, my experience, and just let my inner voice, just let those, even those thoughts that are coming, help me to see what actions should I take in a better way, in a healthy way, so it can help me to move forward or have a better response to something that I need to deal with. So that's something that I wanted to share, and I use and practice meditation even with my patients who suffer from chronic pain, because it's a good way to deeper the connection mind, body, and soul, especially to understand how your body is communicating with you by all the repressed emotions that we don't allow ourselves to express, to let it out. So I use a lot of meditation in the physical therapy area. So, misconception number one for meditation is about emptying the mind. And that is something that I mentioned already. And let me tell you, my friend, that if you're expecting that your mind is going to be completely in blank, you're completely wrong. And I was wrong too. So, I'm just going to tell you this. If you want to get into this amazing practice, your mind is never, never, ever going to be completely blank or quiet. Like I say, the main goal of the meditation is every time that you close your eyes, you focus on your breath, and then your thoughts are start coming. I need to do laundry. I need to finish work. Or I need to feed my kids. Is you see it. You see the thoughts. You don't attach it, and you come back to your breath, to the body part that you're focusing on, to a mantra, to something specific that you want to use. Even you can use a candle, you can use a picture, something. So it is like your mind goes, you come back. Your mind goes, you come back. That's how you strengthen your mind. And the more that you do this, the better will get, and it will be easier for you to even come back faster than before. And that is how you get much better with this practice. But never ever your mind is going to be completely quiet or empty. So, second misconceptions that I have right here, like I wrote here for all of you, is meditation requires a lot of time. I also have this idea, and for me it was a little bit hard because I was like I don't have enough time in the morning just to spend 20 minutes meditating. Like I don't want to wake up before my normal wake up time, or I don't have time later at night because I like to go to bed at a certain time. So sometimes we think like we need 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour to sit in meditation, and that's not true. At least you need to start, I will recommend at least 5 minutes. And one thing that I'm going to also put it out there is if you just say to yourself, I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, don't put a timer on your phone. When you put a timer on your phone, you're going to be thinking about when the time is coming. So you're not going to be really focusing on the practice. Your mind's going to be wondering when the alarm is coming. So don't put a timer, but trying to at least for a little bit. If you wanted to do that in the morning, maybe wake up a little bit earlier than normal, but like 5 minutes is going to help you to start your day in a better way because you're able to relax your body, you're preparing your mind for the beginning of the day or even at night. Like I say, after 5 years, I still practicing and I do this every morning and before going to bed. It's my morning and my night routine, and it really helped me to start my day in a good way with better energy, and it helped me to go to bed more relaxed, trying to decompress my mind from the busyness of the work and the day so I can have a more peaceful and restful night. Uh, Third misconception is meditation is only for spiritual or religious people. This is something that it happens a lot when we talk about meditation. We think it's for certain community, or we go to the idea that it's a religion. Okay, and it is completely wrong. Meditation is for everyone, for anyone, doesn't matter the age. Even for the young ones, for the little ones in the house, it's a good way to start into this practice because it will help them to understand, connect, embrace the different emotions that they feel. I do, and I practice this with my son a lot. Even when he goes to bed, he just take a couple minutes and he just sit down there and at the edge of his bed or like whatever he is, and he just take a couple deep breaths. Like I say, by just focusing on your breath, you have the power to calm down your nervous system. You have the power to anchor you into the present moment every time that your mind start wandering or you go in trouble between the past and the future. So meditation is not for a specific community, for certain people, or for a religion. It's for anyone, doesn't matter the age. It can be for little ones to even the oldest one, because it's going to help you to just be with yourself, to listen to yourself, to see the quality of your thoughts. Like even when you're meditation, you're going to be thinking, oh my God, what I'm thinking, what I'm always have this pattern of thought. It's going to help you to change the patterns and the quality of your thought so you can create new patterns. For misconception, meditation is only for people who are calm and peaceful. And it is funny because those when we talk about, oh yes, I meditate, and this happened to me a lot when I mention this to people, oh yeah, I meditate, I have been meditating for 5 years. People think you're all peace and love and nothing's gonna bother you in your life. You're always smiling, and then this is all hippie. No, not at all. People who meditate, those who meditate for even a year, 2 years, 10 years, or all the life, we are human. We go through a lot of things. I go through a lot of ups and downs. I have trouble. Sometimes I'm feeling really down. Some days I feel really happy. We're human. But it's like I say, it's just a way to help us to respond, to connect, to understand ourselves better, to calm our mind, to change the pattern of the way that we think, and to start reshaping again our brain. It's like doing like a neuroplasticity, because neuroplasticity is that ability that our brain have to reshape, to create new neuron connections. So when you meditate, it really helps us to create a neuroplasticity, create new neuron connections, new signals into our brain that is going to create new ways that we respond, new like have patterns of response. So instead of me, if he, for example, my son do something, and instead of me reacting in a really angry way or yelling at him, something like that, the more that I create my meditation practice, the more that I just see myself in a way that I want, the way that I want to be, the way that I want to respond, calming my mind, connecting with my emotion, understanding that it is okay to feel a certain way. I'm going to respond in a better way towards that person instead of like the old patterns that I used to do all the time. So, yes, people who meditate can be, I will say this, more happier. It can be more mindful and take things in with a different perspective and have a different perception of life. But it takes time, because those who has been meditating for a long time, they has been creating new ways of thinking. They has been creating new quality of thoughts, and they responded in a better way. So, but it's not always we're gonna be peace and love. Nothing's gonna happen. Like I lost my job and I'm gonna be just happy. No. But the response to the situations are going to be completely different for someone that doesn't meditate. Another misconception is meditation should be peaceful and easy. Completely wrong, because like I say at the beginning, I was frustrated. It is frustrated at the beginning because it's hard. Like I say, when you learn something, it takes time for you to get it right. But in order to make it better, it requires consistency. So the more that you practice this, and for those who are new or beginners, the more that you do it daily, it's going to help you to have it and make it a little bit easier. So you're not going to feel always completely peaceful, because there are moments where my mind is really overwhelming, or that I'm really maybe anxious or stressed. And those days that I'm feeling really anxious or stressed out, and I want to try to meditate, it's harder for me. And I'm being really honest, it make it harder because my mind continue just thinking about what is making me anxious or is making me stressed out. So when I feel that way, if meditation is not helping me at the moment, I use other techniques, and it's something that you can also do. For example, for me is I'm going for a walk, I take a walk, or I just ride, or even if I have to cry, I cry. But don't think like meditation always going to be a quick fix of your problems or the difficult situations. Some days, specific times can make it worse. But like I say, the idea is that you feel and you connect with emotions. So when I feel really anxious, I know I'm anxious. I'm connected with emotions. I feel frustrated. I feel like I want to cry. If I sit in meditation and my mind is not really calming a little bit, not empty or getting quiet, calming a little bit, I just go for a walk, or I just write and trying to use other techniques. So those are like the main misconceptions about meditation. That's what I wanted to bring and share this with you, because it is a wonderful practice. When you learn this, you're gonna definitely love it, but it's not gonna be easy at the beginning, but neither is gonna be hard. My recommendation for all of you is to start with a guided meditation. It's always good to, when we're new on something, to have the help with an expert or a teacher that is going to help us. Another that I forgot, another quick misconception here is sometimes we think like we need to go to a specific place, we need to go to the Himalaya, we need to go to like those temples where we're going to practice meditation. Everything's gonna be so easy. You can meditate anywhere. You can meditate in your room. You can meditate in your car. Obviously, when you're not driving, but if you're on a break from your work, you can meditate in your car. You can drive. You can meditate anywhere. You don't need to go to a specific place. You don't need to join a specific community. You can start on your own by just listening to a guided meditation on YouTube. I also have guided meditations on this podcast. And my other recommendation is to always start by focusing on something specific. For me, it's the breath. And why the breath? Because it is the most powerful um, tool, the most powerful thing that we have in our body that is help us to anchor us into the present moment. We have the ability to control our breath. So it's the only function in our body that we can control consciously, and it can even work subconsciously. So when we're not thinking, I'm breathing. But if I think about it, if I put my full attention into my breath, I can control the pace of my breath. So I can slow down that pace, increase my inhale, and even increase my exhale. So when you focus on your breath and even make your exhalations a little bit longer, it helps to calm your nervous system. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which it helps to calm all the inside of your body. So, and the other thing is focusing on a specific body part. I want to share about and talk about the position on how you should be sitting or laying down. What posture you should be using when you meditate. You don't need to always be sitting on the floor with your legs crossed and your eyes closed and completely like straight. You can sit or like do this in different ways. You can even lay down. This is better when you go into bed. So you're preparing your body to fully rest and have a more restful and peaceful night. But the most important thing when you're going to be sitting that either in a chair, either at the edge of the bed, on the floor, is to keep your back straight. Avoid meditating with like um, rounding your shoulders or being like in a flex posture because the energy, and we are energy, the energy doesn't flow correctly, doesn't flow naturally. So it is really important that we keep a more upright posture and making sure that your shoulders are not elevated. Just relax your shoulders, relax the neck, relax the muscles around your face. You can either like keep your feet flat on the floor or just cross your legs, whatever make you feel comfortable. The idea is that you feel comfortable with the position that you choose. It can be like I say laying down, it can be semi recline, but you don't need also to always close your eyes. You can meditate by keeping your gaze or your eyes slightly open or just focusing on something that you pick. It can be a candle, it can be a picture. Sometimes I enjoy just have those beautiful pictures. I have like a picture in my room. It's like at the ocean with the sunset. Just looking at something that you really enjoying it and just sitting there and just staring at that picture is helping to calm your mind. So there is not a one way or there is a specific rule of how you need to be like adapting a posture to meditate. Meditation also, there are different way, different practice that you can choose. And I also have those written down because that's the thing about meditation. You can start with one specific practice and then try different one. It's like yoga. You have different ways of yoga. So with meditation, you can use for the beginners, guiding meditations are the best because you need someone to help you. By listening to someone, you focusing, your mind is focusing onto the voice of that person, the teacher, the video, something that you pick and you use. In guided meditations, we use a lot also visualization. You visualize something. When you use this guided meditation, they take you a lot to visualize a specific place, visualize yourself in a specific situation, It can also help you to travel to your past, or how you would like to create your future. Guided meditations are also helpful for those who wants to reconnect, heal the inner child. By healing your childhood trauma, the guided meditations are really helpful because they guide you, like I say, to take you to your past, to your childhood, so you can forgive, let go, and be able to move forward. The another way, another type of this meditation is what we call the body scan meditation. A body scan meditation, you can do it if it's the first time using a guiding meditation or by yourself, where we use it's like a scanning our body. It helps us to really connect with each part of our body. I use body scan meditation a lot in my patients, like I say, who suffer from chronic pain, because we guide them and we go through different parts. We start from bottom to top. We start from our feet, moving to our ankles, your legs, your knees, your legs, your hips, as we continue going up. What this does is allow you to feel, to connect with the different sensations that your body's experiencing, even with the pain, but seeing in a different way. And then also to connect with those areas that are with more tension. And by using your breath is how to learn to relax each part of your body. So body scan meditation is really helpful, and also is really good to do it at nighttime, because like I say, it will help you to release all the tension in your body in specific areas, and understand and listen to the body by also giving thanks for everything that it's doing with you. We also have loving kindness meditation. The loving kindness meditation, as the name say, is a meditation that is focusing mostly on creating self-love, compassion, but also kindness, not only towards you but also towards others. When we practice this meditation, it is a way to send love, kind, and compassion to others. So we start with, I send love, compassion, and kindness to my family, to my friends, as we move to our community, our neighborhood, the country, and the world. So sometimes we practice a lot of big communities. They do this kindness meditation, because we are sending love to the whole world, to the whole country. And I have been using the loving kindness meditation when I want to, especially, forgive someone. When we need to forgive our past, it can be parents or a relationship, our partner. Sometimes we don't need to always have that person in front of us to, to forgive and let go and move forward. But by our spirits, which are connected, we can use this kind of meditation. I have used in it also to forgive my ancestor, and also to forgive my partners, my ex, where I use and love, starting with myself and sending the love, thank you, the gratitude, the kindness to them, to the spirit, and releasing that, so I can move forward. I can let go in a peaceful way, and also they can do the same. So this is a really pretty meditation for those who wants to forgive and release any attachment. We also have, like I said, the guided meditation and transcendental meditation. This is a more uh, way, it takes more time, meaning like a length of time. You can stay in 30 to 45 minutes. And when you practice this meditation, you get into a stage of more relaxation, into a more like a restful awareness. This is more for like people who has been experiencing or more advanced in meditation. You can get into transcendental meditation, that you get into this complete state of calm. I have done this. I have experienced this on my own, and sometimes it's not like you fly, no, but you feel so peaceful that you completely get lost of time. You're not really thinking about nothing in the outside. You're not thinking about what time it is, when I'm gonna end it. It's just like you just stay there. You just naturally just stay there, as much of your body can handle, as much of you can be aware of that you're meditating. Um, and we also have, there are many, but we also have the chakra meditation. As you know, and if you don't know, I'm just going to share that with you. We have 7 chakras in our body that are energy. Those, each chakra is a specific energy. We have like or in the forehead, we have on our throat or heart chakra, we have our root chakra, and sometimes those energy as we call like a circle because they move around. We don't see it, but it's energy that's moving around our body. They get blocked, okay, by many different like situations like a stress, anxiety. For example, when our chakra around our throat area is blocked, we have trouble communicating, we have trouble expressing something. So we have a lot of issues around our throat area. When our heart chakra is blocked, we have not only symptoms around physical symptoms around this area of our chest, but we also have sadness, we feel empty, we feel lack of self-love, self-confidence. So the chakra meditation, the main goal is to help you to align again your chakra, to open up so the energy can flow natural up and down. Uh, and we have also movement meditations like mindfulness movement, Tai Chi, yoga, where you can slow down, reconnect and with your body, understanding how you move, how you feel. So those are one of the main meditations. There are many others, but my recommendation, if you're going to start, initiate with the guided meditation. Initiate with a guided meditation once a day. You can pick either in the morning or nighttime or both, morning and night, and then move on your own, focusing only on your breath, on a specific mantra or on a picture, and then you can pick different ones. Now, about mindfulness, like I say, I know you have heard about mindfulness, but we sometimes think like mindfulness meditation is completely the same. They have similitudes, they have certain things that are the same, but they are also completely different. And let me tell you why. Meditation uh, is a practice that helps us to be into the present moment, but also take us to our past or help us to also create our future. So with meditation, we have the ability to travel back and forth and be also present. Like I say, we can do guided meditation where we practice visualization that I want to create a future. I visualize, and the power of visualization is amazing. And I can visualize my dream job. I can visualize my dream partner. I can visualize how I want to feel emotionally, how I want to feel personally. So it's creating that picture in your mind. But not only I'm gonna create the picture, I'm gonna just have my dream job. It's to feel in every cell of your body. Feel really the emotion, the sensation that picture brings into your life. It's not like I say, just putting a picture there because things are not gonna happen like that. But the law of the attraction is real. So I'm just gonna share really quick here. When before I bought my house, and I knew that I wanted to have a house, I start visualizing the house. So I created that in my mind first. I visualized me and my sons just being happy, opening the door of the house, taking a picture of the steps, and I created and I meditate on that every single night. But as I was meditating, I was creating that picture in my mind. My body was feeling emotional. I felt the emotion of the sensation that as I already was having that, as I already was like achieving that goal. And as a couple months after that, I got my house. So we need to be realistic when you're going to use visualization, but there is a power in that. And the idea is not, like I say, not to only have the picture in your mind, but also to feel each of the sensations and emotion that brings to you. But also with the meditation, we can go to our past. We can use the guided meditation or different meditations to child heal our inner child and the childhood trauma. So we can go back and forth and also stay focused on the present by focusing on the breath or body part or a mantra. Mindfulness, in the other hand, only focus on the present moment. Mindfulness is the goal of mindfulness is to enjoy and know how to be in the right here and the right now. With mindfulness, we don't travel to the past. With mindfulness, we don't travel to the future. With mindfulness, we just choose an activity that we are just going to fully pay attention to what we experience at the moment. Mindfulness, it helps us to connect all our sense into one place, into one activity, and just understand the experience to really create awareness. So in mindfulness, we can do, for example, a mindful walk. When you're gonna go for a walk, instead of walking, looking at your phone, or using the headphones to like listening to music, a mindful walk requires your full attention and using your sense so you can create true and fully awareness. So it is paying attention to what you hear, what you see, what you smell, how your body feels. And that is how you help you to connect into the present moment. And like I say, your mind is going to wander, which is normal, which is always going to happen. You can be walking, it's like oh, I need to go home, I need to do laundry, I need to make dinner, but it's then coming back to the present moment. Let me see what I'm seeing. Let me see what I'm hearing. Let me see how I'm feeling my body. So mindfulness, there are many different practices. And we can use, like I say, mindful walk, body scan meditation. We can also use the mindful movement. Another activity can be mindful eating. When you're going to eat, for example, your breakfast or drink your coffee. How many of us are drinking our coffee in the morning, but we're on the phone, looking and scrolling on Instagram? So we are not being present. Our mind is wandering. Our mind is already thinking in so many things. So when you are intentionally, because that's the thing with mindfulness, is being intentional. You need to create an intention, because if you don't have an intention, it's going to be really hard for you to stay focused. So I'm going to drink my coffee. My intention is to enjoy this moment, no distraction. So it's just paying attention to the smell, the flavor of the coffee, or whatever you're drinking or you eating. So my recommendation with mindfulness, and I'm going to create another episode just talking about mindfulness, is pick an activity, at least one activity per week, and create the intention of what you want to, how you want to focus on that specific activity that you want, either a walk, or eating, even when you're driving to your job or driving to a specific area. You always using the GPS, and that has happened to me. Like I'm driving, and it's like oh, I got here, and I was not intentional about that because I was so distracted that when I create intention, I say I'm gonna drive to the same place that I always drive, but this time I don't gonna put the GPS on. Not gonna be distracted with even the music, the radio on my phone. I'm going to intentionally pay attention to the same path that I always try. And it's happening to me like sometimes I'm driving, it's like oh, I never saw this house here, or I never saw this place that was here, because we are always so distracted. So the beauty of mindfulness is to create an intention to help us to create self-awareness in a loving, kind way with ourselves, not creating any judgment. And one of the principles of mindfulness is the beginner mind. What it means with the beginner mind. So it is like initiate or do something as if the first time that you're doing it. For example, when you learn how to play an instrument, if you're gonna learn how to play the guitar, you have to put a lot of attention the first weeks, the first time that you are really practicing, because you don't know how to do it. When you're gonna drive, when you're gonna like learn how to ride a bike, you need to put attention, because if you don't put attention, you're gonna be falling many times. So that is one of the principles of mindfulness. Use a beginner mind with everything that you pick. Doesn't matter if you already know how to do it. Like I say, a walk, eating, do it is in a way that you're going to learn this for the first time. I'm going to tell you, the more that you practice mindfulness, the more that you practice meditation, it's going to help you to create better self-awareness, better understanding of who you are, better understanding of the emotions, your patterns, why you repeat certain like patterns in your life, cycles, and even in relationship, and help you to create a new way of living. So that's what I wanted to talk to all of you today. And if you have more questions or would like to know about meditation or mindfulness, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Like I say in the podcast, you can find previous episodes of I have a few guided meditations, a body scan meditation. I have also a topic on mindfulness, which I think is in Spanish, but I'm going to be recording one in English. And you can reach out to me in social media. My social media for the podcast is Vida Consciente 3. So Vida Consciente number 3. And also the one for my physical therapy and health coaching is Mind Body Power 3. Mind Body Power number 3. Either of those, you can send me a direct message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. You can also reach out to me on my YouTube channel or my email, mindbodypower3@gmail.com. So I hope this gave you a better idea about how to initiate into the practice of meditation, what is meditation, the misconceptions of it, and the difference between mindfulness and meditation. And I hope you can enjoy and initiate this and just enjoy the process. Don't trying to always see what is going to be the end result. Enjoy the process, because if you focus in the end result, you're just really missing a lot. So thank you so much for always listening, for being part of this community, and I'll see you in another episode. Ciao, ciao. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your friends. I'll see you until next time. Ciao, ciao.